What's up, guys? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. And welcome. What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Instagram? Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Thank you. I'm going to be reading both comments now. I am actually on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the same time. It's nice to see you guys again on Facebook and Instagram. It's nice seeing you guys. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, okay? Thank you. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much. And the story we're going to be, not really a story, we're going to be checking out some few things this morning. We're going to be checking out some few things this morning. Guys on Facebook, I've been on Instagram. Instagram is the best place to be. All right? No drama, nobody blocking anybody, nobody reporting anybody. But on Facebook, you guys are always reporting me and they are blocking me 24/7 and stuff like that. That's why I decided to, I'm telling you, but I'm back anyway. I'm back. Please check your DM. I don't check my DMO. I don't know why. I don't like checking this. There are too many messages. If you want to reach me, you can have my phone number right there. Call that phone number and talk with me. All right. Good afternoon. All right. Facebook, Instagram, thank you. YouTube, thank you very much for joining. Let's get to the business of today real quick without wasting time. I've been talking about marriage for a long time. I started, yelling about maybe like 20 years ago. And I'm still yelling. And I'm still yelling. Please don't call me for any reason if you don't have my money. I am a professional in my field. I am not a pastor. All right. When I go to church, I become a pastor. When I come online, my name is Shola Jordan Adeoye. And here I am making money. I'm not here to attend to church people. If you know you want to talk to me about church or your problem without paying, go and talk to your church pastors. Don't come to me. Don't come to me, please. Don't. If you're a member of my church now, I can die for your case. I can run to you and come and settle cases. But when you come here to this line, get ready to pay my fee. Get ready to pay my fee. No fee. Don't talk to me. I see a lot of people say, but you can't say be a pastor. I'm a pastor, but I'm not your pastor. You don't come to my church on Sundays. All right? You don't come to my church on Sunday. So you come to me in my business page, you get ready, be ready to pay my fee. That's it. I'm sorry. Emma Binu. Or you call yourself a pastor. I didn't call myself a pastor. God called me. God called me. Prophet Isaiah, how are you doing, man? You don't have to know my number for snail. When you read the instruction on the snail post, you will see a link there. There's a link for you to click where you order the snail. We have separated all things right now. There's a link. And then when you guys send me WhatsApp message, there's a kind of a message that pops out. Read it. Don't ignore the message. Read the message. The message is specially put there for you. Don't let them wahala me. I don't get wahala. I know they do wahala. I don't get time for wahala. But you said you will future anyone wanting a life. Of course, if you are looking for a life partner and you want to come on my show, inbox me. I will check it and I will definitely respond to it. I'm already scheduling people right now. So if you are there, you want to show your face on my show, just inbox me. Inbox me. All right, let's go to the business of today real quick. It's actually very, very crazy. And I believe you guys, you can hear me properly from everywhere. Thank you. If you need the palm oil, there is a link there. Read underneath the post. There is a link. Click it. That's where you will do what you need to do. Always, when you see a picture, guys, when you see a picture, look underneath the picture, read what is there. Instruction is there. It's always there. It's either the instruction will be in the body of the picture or will be on top or below. And then you follow it, and it's going to be easy for you to reach wherever you want to go. Thank you. All right. Let's go to the business of the day real quick. I want us to look at it. Let's talk about your achievement maritally so far in 2022. For some of you guys who are not married, you can still enjoy the show. All you need to do is just to listen and everything. And everything, okay? Now, number one is that where are you in 2022? Where are you in 2022 maritally? Where are you? Now, I see a lot of people when after you get married, you just believe that now I'm married and everything is all right. No. Now you are not married. It is just like you buying a car and you say, now I bought the car. I just drive it anyhow I like it. And then the time will come that you start hearing the kind of a sound inside of the engine. And you continue to drive the car. And you keep driving it because it's yours. And you keep driving it. And the day will come that the car will stop and won't be able to move again. And by the time it stops and not moving again, that's where you now start running around and looking for mechanic. And that's not the right way to treat a car. And that's not the right way to treat yourself. And that's not the right way to treat your marriage. All right? Let me repeat that so that all of us could understand. Now, when you get married, when you get married, wedding day is not the end of your marriage. Wedding day is just the entrance. All right? Now that you're married, there are so many things that you must do constantly to keep your marriage afloat. There are certain things that you must do constantly to make sure that your marriage is working right. You must do these things or else your marriage will break down. Just like a car will break down if you refuse to service it or to make sure you take care of it and treat it right. All right? The way you treat your car is the way your car is going to treat you. That car will ride you one day. That car will ride you one day. You're riding the car right now, riding it right now. The time the car is going to break down is going to be midnight. When there will be nobody to help you, that's when the car will start riding you. Or maybe the car will break down on the highway and then you are rushing to work. You're going to be late. That car will ride you. All right? So you need to understand that your marriage will only work right if you treat your marriage right. If you treat your marriage right, your marriage will work. Your marriage will not work no matter how you try it or what to do. If you refuse to do these following things I'm about to share with you. And I want you guys to actually know that you need to service your marriage. You need to. It's important. Number one that I have here is that 2022 is almost gone. Have you planned to go on vacation yet? Have you planned it? Or have you done it? Have you done the very close to the house vacation? Have you done the far away from the house vacation? Which one have you done? All right? You need to plan it. You see, vacation is so important because vacation is more like, okay, let me leave all of this stress and let me go with my wife to a place where we don't have any distraction. A place where we could sit down, have reasonable conversation, yell if you want to yell, fight if you want to fight, settle, eat, drink, shop, make love, and come back home. So, the vacation is very important. Have you planned it? And if you have not planned it, you're writing a letter to problem. You are writing a letter to problem. If you have not planned to go on vacation, I've missed you so much on YouTube. After a while, I had to go look for you on this. I'm back on YouTube. I'm back on Facebook right now. I'm going to be streaming everything together right now, okay? So you guys won't have to miss me. Right now, I have 119 people on Instagram. I have 100 people on on YouTube. YouTube 119, 120. On Instagram, 100 people on Instagram. And Facebook also. So thank you everybody for coming. God bless you. Now, so you're writing a letter to destruction. You are writing a letter to Wahala. Because the moment you guys keep the atmosphere is so tense that your wife is angry, you are angry, you guys are just managing each other. The two of you are just kind of like really coping. She's not feeling too good, you're not feeling too good, and all kinds of stuff. And you guys you're just there. You're just there. Let me tell you something. You are writing a letter to destruction. You need to plan vacation in 2022. It is important to do so. It is very important to do so. All right. Plan vacation for 2022. Vacation. All right. Number 2. Have you guys sat down in 2022 to check your goals? Have you sat down together in 2022? I know you guys go to work every day. I know you go to work every day. You come back from work every day. You are tired. You eat. You sleep. All right. Then you wake up again. Then you go to work. Then you come back again. Then you sleep. And then on Sunday, you go to church. By the time you guys leave the church is always very long. You stay in church until 4, 5 o'clock in the evening. And by the time you get back home, you're ready to go to sleep. And that's it. No time to think about anything. No time to talk about anything. Have you guys had the opportunity to sit down to look through the goals? You know, you guys set some goals at the beginning of the year. This is what we're going to become. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Have you taken the time to look at 2022 and said, this is what we have achieved at this time? This is where we are when it comes to the goal. This is what I'm missing when it comes to the goal. All right? And this is what I think we should put into it. And then we push each other. You know, women they don't like to be pushed. They push you as a man, but they don't like to be pushed. And that's one thing I don't like about women. All right? You don't like to be pushed. When somebody is pushing you, you become so defensive. You be defensive. All right? When somebody is pushing you, if I don't think you have the capacity, I will not push you towards the direction. I have taken my time to study you, to look at you, to check you out, to see and I know you got it. I know you have it in you. You will push a man. You will be cranky. You will be angry. You will say all manners of things to push the guy to actually be doing stuff. But when the guy turns around to push you, then there is a problem. Women in 2022 allow men to push you. And when they push you, they are not pushing you to your death. They are pushing you to your success. You can't just relax. All right? You can't just relax. Some of us like progress, so I don't mind encouragement. I know. Men don't like moving. We need to push them. Of course. I understand. Okay? But when it comes to men pushing you, allow him to push you because, see, we set up goals. There are goals at the beginning of the year that we must to achieve. I can't do it by myself. We always talk about, oh, vacation. Do you think a man will do plan vacation all by himself? No. He's not going to plan vacation all by himself. He needs your input. All right? Not just your people in talking, your input in just talking and criticizing. That's not the input he's looking for. He's looking for you to contribute financially. He's looking for you to contribute when it comes to the planning. It's important. That's why we push. So when we push, all right, it's not palatable when you push people. Go and do school. Go and study. Go and do business. You can do this. Think about it all the time. Think about, is it for me? The other day, myself and my wife, we almost fought. When I said, you need to stop listening to all these people you listen to. He said, no, I listen. I said, you need to start becoming the person they listen to. And all of you women should actually do the same thing. Develop yourself. Grow. Don't depend on the guy. The guy is going to die one day. When the guy dies, then what next? Is that when you're not going to start running, like I just described right now? Some people will just drive their car until the car will break down. That's when they look for mechanic. Are you going to start looking for solution when the guy is dead? Is that the time you're not going to run and start running all around when the guy is dead? Or you can do so now so that at the end of the day, the two of you will be able to have rest and he won't die young. So that the guy won't die young. All right? The guy's going to die young when he's the only one running around doing all kinds of stuff. He's the one thinking. He's the one thinking. He's going to die soon. It won't take him time to die. Are you going to wait until the guy will die before you now say, yeah, let's go plan something to do? You know? No. This is the time to push yourself. And there is no time that is too late for you to push yourself. There is no time that is too late for you to push yourself. You can be 50, you can be 60, you can be 70. I remember when I was in New York, a 70-year-old woman went back to college. Went back to college. All right? To college at 70. You know, so a lot of men are dying because they are being left alone to do all. Everything is the man, the man, the man, the man. I understand. We got responsibility. But we as men are supposed to manage our responsibility because God has given us a helpmeet. There's somebody here to help us. That person is not supposed to sit. That person is not supposed to be hanging out. That person is not supposed to be sleeping. That person is not supposed to be watching TV. That person's responsibility is my responsibility. My responsibility is the responsibility of that one that God has given me as a helpmeet. All right? When I'm paying bills, she's paying bills with me. When I'm buying clothes, she's buying clothes with me. When I'm buying food, she's buying food with me. When I'm cleaning, she's cleaning with me. When I'm cooking, she's cooking with me. When I'm sleeping, she's sleeping with me. So I have someone that I could relate with. I have someone that I could bounce things off. I have someone that could give me advice. I have someone that will reduce the weight on my neck. That will reduce the weight on my neck. All right? And so that at the end of the day, the two of us will live long to see our children's children. Then the two of us will live very long to enjoy the life that we worked and labored for. The two of us. So for me as a man, I'm supposed to manage the helpmeet that God has given unto me so everything can be all right. So when I push, I'm not pushing because I just want to destroy the house or disturb the house. I am pushing because I could see that you have that capacity, but you are not vibrating in it. And so I push. So men will push. Women will push. Likewise, women, we need someone to push us. Do you know when somebody pushes you, it's more like an encouragement to you that they believe in you. Pastor, don't forget about some men that are controlling and they want their wife to be homemaker and do nothing. And then the time they want the wife to do something, the wife is already in the mode of not going to work because my husband said don't work. That woman is fooling herself. Any woman who agree, if you agree to be home, you are fooling yourself. If my husband said I shouldn't work, no. Don't ever allow your husband to come and tell you no, you can't go to work. That man is a destiny killer. That man wants to kill you because that guy will not always be around you. The guy may divorce you or the guy may die. By the time they die, is that when you're going to start looking for something to do? Is it? That's part of what I said. Have you guys sat down this year? Have you guys sat down this year to talk about your goals? What have we achieved? It's during this time that the two of you will now sit down and say, sweetheart, I really don't think me staying home is going to work for us. I see that you're actually stressing. I see that you're tired all the time. You can't even perform in bed anymore because the weight is so much on you. Can I just go to school and start something? I can get a job and work from home. If you don't want me to go outside, I can work from home. Then when you make suggestions like that, your husband head will correct. Say, oh, if you are making $4,000 extra, okay, you are making $4,000 extra, that will even ease in my own pain. That will ease in my pain. Or you can suggest, I say, sweetheart, I can start selling stuff. I can open a business and start selling something online, or sell to the people in church, or sell to the people in the neighborhood. And there is no man that will be crazy that you want to bring money and be a contributor that won't allow you to do that. I push myself before my man even push me. Another person is saying that. That's the stuff. Push yourself. Think of a day that you will not have demand. Think of a day that you won't have nothing. Do you want to continue to be in struggle or what? I don't understand. So in 2022, now you need to look back to January, okay, and then look back to now and ask yourself, have I been able to achieve anything yet? Have I been able to achieve anything yet? So far from January, and this is almost November, we got one more month to the end of the year. What exactly have I achieved? What have we achieved together as husband and wife? How have we worked on our marriage? Do we have better understanding now? Do we have better communication now? Are the children good now? Are the relatives good now? Do we have what it takes right now to call ourselves husband and wife? This is the time for you to talk about it, at the time whereby you sit down and talk. Somebody said in Africa, the way men personalize properties is one of the reasons women are getting discouraged. We need to encourage. We need to teach them. We need to encourage men to learn the right things. Learn the right things. All right? That's what we need to do. Let's teach men. And the responsibility falls on the church pastors. What are we teaching the men who attend our services every Sunday? What do we share with them when we hang out during men's fellowship? The Sunday service is not always talking about heaven. A Sunday service may talk about marriage. A Sunday service may talk about the characteristics of a good man. The Sunday service can actually encourage women and talk about women and encourage women to do well. A Sunday service can encourage young people. It's not always about talking about heaven all the time. It's a fellowship. You see what is missing in the fellowship. You see what is lacking. You see the problem that people are facing in the fellowship. Then you bring it up and talk about it. And you don't have to talk about it always in preaching. That one person will continue to preach. Let it be a discussion time. Let people be able to raise up their hands and say, sir, I think this is it. Sir, I think this is what I think. Sir, this is my own problem. I have a question, sir. And then you deal with it. And that wonderful Sunday morning, people will go home, refresh, and then they go back and rethink. But when it's all the time preaching, one person is just preaching, and please scripture, and we don't even know how to apply the scripture to our life. All right? How to apply it to our life, we don't even know. We don't even know. Somebody said, Pastor, to be honest with you, men's ministry are there. Listen, my husband doesn't want me to work. I live a life of working women. I don't know what you're talking about. You are not listening to what I'm saying. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. You're not listening. I don't care how much your husband is God. One day the guy is going to die. We're not praying for him to die. It's just one thing for everybody. Something sure for everybody. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's important. It's going to happen. He's going to die. And by the time he's gone, are you going to start jumping from bed to bed? Are you going to start jumping from one bed to bed? Or are you going now at the age of 57, you're not going to start, or 60, you're going to be looking for a job to do? You know what I'm saying? So what we feed men in church is important. They take it home. They live by the rules of God. But the church is not helping. Because we don't even do men's fellowship. When we do men's fellowship, what we do is how to make money now. How to start a business now. And that's all we teach men. How to make money. Are you not going to teach them how to be a good, loving husband? Are you not going to give them the 7 and the 9 or the 10 principles of a happy home? Are you not supposed to teach them what does it mean to be a servant leader? Are you not supposed to teach them all of this stuff to make their life better? And you have forgotten. It doesn't matter how rich a man is. God will still treat his prayer point the way he's treating his wife. Pastors need to know this. It doesn't matter how rich you may be as a man. You will still have no peace. You can teach them how to make money now, and then they lose their peace. Teach them how to make money now, they lose their respect. Because it is the way you treat your wife that God will treat your prayer points. They don't know this. You didn't want to teach them this. The Bible says, let the breast of your wife satisfy you. The breast that will satisfy you is the breast of your wife. Have you taught them this? That all of the other breasts that they are putting their mouth on is going to bring disaster. Have you let them know all of this stuff before you start teaching them about heaven? Even the heaven, they are not even listening to it. They don't listen to the message of your heaven you are preaching. When they go to church, they are watching football on their phone. All right? They put sunshade on their face, scanning all the beautiful women that are there. You know what I'm saying? So these are stuff that we need to learn, and we must to teach men to understand that it doesn't matter how prosperous it may be, you're going to lose your peace. You're going to lose your respect if you don't treat your wife correctly and the right way. You will lose it. So, number one is you plan vacation, and during the vacation time is a time when we bond. That's the time we bond. The vacation time is time we bond. And then we must supposed to sit down once in a while, to discuss the goals. Discuss the goals once in a while. I understand, men, we do not like it when women ask too many questions. All right? We do not like it. But listen, dedicate this time and say this is a family meeting. Okay, they're going to ask me questions, and I'm going to answer. Because if not, this particular ship that we're actually in is going to crash land. And we don't want it to sink. We don't want it to crash land. We want it to float and get us to the destination where we plan to go to. So you take that time to say, you know what, let me knock my pride down and just answer questions. Very easy. Very easy. Now, in 2022, another ingredient of happy marriage is that you guys must go out as couples. Go out as couples. Not just only to church. Not just only to church. Go places as couples. Find time to go out together. Find time to go to the park. If your wife is the kind of person who loves the outdoors. Some people don't like outdoors. Okay? They don't want to go outside. Before you get to it, they start killing all manners of things. They be killing mosquito, killing everything, all manners of things, killing. And then the next thing is after 5 seconds, I'm going to the car. And you want to go there and walk all around the place and think your wife is going to be willing to walk with you, but she's busy killing mosquitoes. Busy killing mosquitoes as you're going. All right? You can't take your wife to go and do barbecue somewhere. The next thing is she's killing, slapping her legs, slapping her head, slapping everything. Or and then the next thing is let's go home. All right? But if there are some outdoor events, indoor events that you guys could go to, like you guys could go to watch movies. You can go to the movie theater. You guys can go to a restaurant where they have a very decent club, where people dance, they drink, and they sit down, eat, and dance. All right? I love outdoors. My husband doesn't, so it's a problem. I know. I can feel you. I feel you. So you see what I'm saying? So when you guys go out as couple, you hold hands, you go places together, it gives room for togetherness. It gives room for communication. It gives room for more of the connection. All right? It gives room for all that. I'm reading a comment there that she has tried everything, not working. If you are married to a wrong person, this is not going to work for you. All of this stuff I'm talking is not going to work for you when you are married to a wrong person. I want you guys to get it right. To get it right and just don't do nyama nyama. I'm talking about people who you have taken your time to find the right person for your life. You are married to the right person who is your best friend. All right. You're married to someone who cares about you, who loves you so much. You're married to someone who dedicates time to get to know who you are. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you marrying the wrong person. No. This one is not going to work for you. This is not going to work for you. No, it won't. All right. So find time. Find time to go out together. Find time to do couples outings. And then another thing is, for no reason, just find time to go and eat out. It's not because you don't have food in your home. It's not because your wife cannot cook. It's not because your husband cannot cook. It's just because you feel like you want to be served. You know, sometimes I just feel like I want to be served. You know, I just want to be served. All right. And I want someone to serve my wife. All right. And then one of my friends said to me, he said, Pastor Jola, he said, I normally go to the white restaurants. I said, why do you go to the white restaurant? He said, because, you know, in my head, you know, the white people always believe they're the best. So I always make sure that they come to serve me and my wife. I send them to go and bring water like 10 times. I said, no. I said, don't do that. Don't be doing that. Nobody's saying it better than there are good white people, there are bad white people, there are good black people, there are bad black people also. You know, in every race, there are good and the bad. All right, don't make somebody suffer because of another person's crime. You know, it's not good. But what I love about it is that people love it. Hello, Ibo. So people love it when you serve them. They love to be served. You know, like I don't want my wife to move a finger. I just want her to sit right there. Let's just pamper her for just one moment. You know, one moment of pampering. All right? That's what it is. You know, go to a nice fancy restaurant and stop. And go there to eat. Go there to eat. I know some women who don't know anything on the menu. I understand, but that's the reason why you're there as a man. You know, you've been in America before her, or you have been in America before him. You need to help. You need to help her in this stuff. How can you help my husband? Because apparently I have pushed him on all these points, but he doesn't get it. Yeah, I can talk with him if you want me to talk with him. You know, so you just want to pamper her for this minute. You know, find out something nice on the menu. All right? Find out something right on the menu, and that's it. And then you guys eat, and then they serve you. They bring appetizer, they bring the meal, they bring the dessert, then they bring, you know, all manners of things, and then you pay, and then you jump in the car, and then you drive back home. That stop alone, I don't know, maybe you understand. That process alone already cleaned up the heart of your wife, already cleared out the heart of your husband. Everything is all right. Everything is all right. You guys are going to go home with a clear mind, because I understand women. Women, they always want to take advantage of moments. How can we talk? Send me an inbox message, man. Send me an inbox message or make a phone call through. But you know I charge you. It's not free. I don't do free things. I charge money to do what I do. Maybe you are not here at the beginning. If you are not here at the beginning, you are just hearing. It's not Pastor Jola. I'm not Pastor Jola. You know, this is Dr. Jola here, I'm not Pastor Jola. When I go to church, I become a pastor. When I come online, I'm a businessman. Okay? Just teaching you guys this stuff, just for you guys to know it. When I come online, I'm a businessman. So you know. So don't come to me and say, but you call yourself a pastor. Yes, I'm not your pastor. Go and meet your church pastor. He should be able to take care of you. He should die for you. Me, I die for my church members. If they call me right now, I will carry my bag. I'm going there. If my church member come and say, Pastor Jola, please come. My husband is doing yama. I'm on my way there. I will run there without looking back. Those are the people that are paying tithes to my church. Those are the ones giving me, Pastor, you know that. Those are the people that say, Pastor, this is a shoe. This is Pastor, this is a diesel. Pastor, this is a diesel. Those ones, I will die for them. But you are only coming online to come and listen to me, and during the time when I say, oh, free time, you ran away. Now you want Pastor Jola now to come and die for you. Go Go and meet your pastor. Go and pray. Go to deliverance. Go and do deliverance. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Pastor, this is Gucci. You know, okay, Senator, okay, Pastor, this is Gucci. This is Tommy. This is we could die for that person. You know what I'm saying? You know. I don't know. All right, let's keep going. I'm sorry, I said it all across here. So you guys go out for couples night, go out to eat, let your wife be served. Be very intentional about it. Be very, very intentional about it. That you will make sure that everything is actually for your wife. Push that particular enjoyment towards her side. Push it to her side. Let her feel good. And I know women always want to take advantage of moments, opportunity. They take advantage of that moment, and then they come in, and then they talk about things that have been bothering them during that time. Somebody's asking, is tithe biblical? Well, it doesn't matter what you call it. You can call it tithe or you can call it church support, because giving is important. Any which way you want to give it. Either you give it as a form of tithe that you feel like, okay, I believe in tithe, let me just give tithe. And if you don't believe in it and you feel like, okay, I just want to give to God, just give. Some people will give more than even their tithe. Some will give less. Some will give whatever. In as much as actually from your heart. In as much that you're doing it from your heart, it's not like somebody's forcing you to do it. It's actually because you must. You must to give to the work of God. I didn't say you do it if you want to. No, it's a must to give to the work of God, but let it come from your inside. The very first thing you're going to first of all learn the act of giving. Be a giver. Don't just be somebody who loves to just take advantage of things and just see it, enjoy what other people are donating for or contributing to. Be that person that will come and then be part of the system. Donate towards the things of God. It's compulsory for you to have that heart to give. Heart to give. Give. Just make sure you give. Either you call it tithe, or you call it offering, or you call it church support, whatever it is. So people may not believe in tithe, they might believe in giving. Anyhow you want to do it, it's important to give to God. Not to God, to the church. Or we're giving it directly. Everywhere to God. Because the money is needed. We pay bills in church. Bills are paid in church. God is not the one paying the bills. God is not the one paying the bills. The bills are being paid, and we use money to pay bills. And those ones that are giving it, they know the kind of benefit they are receiving from giving and blessing the work of God. So don't be one of those ones that will say, don't give, don't give, don't give. I'll never say that, don't give. It might not be, tithe may actually not be the language for today. Tithe may not be the language for today. We might call it church support today because time is changing. And we're getting better and we're understanding better when it comes to the things of God. But you might not call it tithe. You might call it giving, regular giving. But it's compulsory because church needs money. It takes money to run the gospel. That's what the Bible says. The will of the gospel is money. Money is the will of the gospel. You must give. All right. The next point is this. All right. You go out to eat and stuff. The next point I'm going to give you guys today before I shut it down is that, some of you guys, you don't understand the position of sexual relationship in your marriage. And I've said this so many times. Nigerian women, I beg you, I still beg you in the name of God. You are married to people who are not judgmental. You're married to people who are educated. You're married to people who have open mind. You're married to people who are civilized. Please, tap your husband and say, sweetheart, I need you now. I need you tonight. I want to have sexual relationship with you. I want you to make love to me. It's very important. Let me tell you why. If you guys don't understand, you think I'm pushing you to something crazy. It makes a man to feel special. The same way you guys feel when it comes to you all the time to touch you, to demand for it, and even sometimes you have to beg for it. and then you feel like King Kong, that's the same way it will make him to feel he's human like you. And that is the reason why sometimes you see in a relationship, after looking at it, the man is not cheating, the man is not abusive, the guy is just not interested in sex. And then you begin to ask yourself, why? What is the problem with him? It is because you are not doing what you should do. The guy is tired of demanding. The guy is tired of making the first move. The guy wants to feel loved and wanted also. Don't feel wanted when you are the one that is always demanding for it. When you as a woman will only wait and wait and wait and wait and wait until he wants to do it, then you now say, okay, all right. And then when the guy didn't come to you, then the atmosphere will change. You become angry. Instead of you asking, you become angry. You become angry. You know, it's very, very important that we must do the same way. I'm not saying there are no men that are actually so local and they are illiterate that when you, as a woman, demand for sex, they will say, you know, it's possible for those ones that are stupid, very stupid men with no brains at all. They have no brains. Salt and water is in their head. All right? They might say that. But we are civilized. We are living in a kind of environment where civilization has actually is the top of the whole thing right now. We are exposed, for God's sake. We have listened to so much online every time about sexual relationships over and over again and again. Women, African women, please, it's time to change. It is time to change. And make the men feel wanted, feel needed, feel wanted and feel needed. It's very important. Very important. So when you see that your relationship is going down, marriage is going down, it's like the life of the marriage is being shut out, you as a woman supposed to realize that I need to make my husband feel good. I need to concentrate on my husband for a minute. I need to treat my husband like a baby for a minute. I need to give my husband a treat for a minute. I need to focus on my husband. He has been focusing on me all this time. He has been doing his best all this time. He has been servicing me all this time. He has been doing all manners of things. It is my time at this moment to sacrifice and to service my husband and to treat my husband right and to cater for his need and to make him feel good. Let me give him a gift. You know, I know women who will just save their money and then they buy their husband a nice car on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Oshodi or Motola, you are a crazy human being. I'm telling you, crazy. Everything you are listening here doesn't have biblical backing or dead. You're a stupid, crazy human being who doesn't have sense or dead. It's looking for biblical references. You cannot connect all these things to the Bible. You don't have Bible passages for all these things I'm talking about. Genesis chapter 2, Revelation chapter 6. Until we do that before you know it's biblical. Network from your day. I don't have time for dithering people. I don't have time for all these dithering people. Where are you guys getting all these dithering people from? Where are you guys getting from? Their brain is fried. They fry their brain in Nigeria. They don't know the fried brain in Nigeria until you start shouting Genesis, Revelation, John chapter 2, the book of Jonah, before you understand. Or day, dithering. Salt and water. No one will hear. Who say come in salt and water? Or devil. You know, so what am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying is that, you know, so you as a woman, you're supposed to now take your time and say, you know what? Let me celebrate my husband. Let me make my husband to feel good at this time. Let me do something to flop him up a little bit. Let me do something to make his head blow out a little bit. That's why some women, they buy gifts for their husbands. Some will buy a car, some will buy a house. Some people will just plan a trip for him and say, you alone just go. How many of you women have you planned a kind of a getaway for your husband, him alone just to go? All right? I hear men do that for their wives. They'll pay the ticket and say, go to somewhere and just go and relax. How many of you guys, how many of you guys have planned a trip for your husbands before? And then you say, you know what? I'm going to make sure my husband will go on vacation. Let him just go by himself. Let him go and just do something with himself. Without me being jealous of anything. Without me thinking, where is he going to be? Who is he going to be with him? Who is going to be serving him? Without me thinking about that. So it is time for you women. You need to treat your husbands. Treat your husband. Pastor, I love the way you spice up the broadcast with violence. You're a violent person. You're a violent person. That's why you like it. You know? So how many of you, can you raise up your hand if you have planned a trip for your husband before? Let me see. Raise up your hand. Raise up your hand, let me see. Anybody, you have planned a trip for your husband before, raise up your hand, let me see. And you have allowed him to go to vacation without you. Raise up your hand, let me see. See? They can't raise up their hand. Raise their hand from here. They cannot. They cannot. He run here. He's a lie. He's raising up a hand. No hands, are the senator. Senator, they don't get hand. Which hand are they raising? They cannot raise it. They cannot raise it. They can't. The guy is human like yourself. The guy is thinking about you and saying, you know what? Sweetheart, go on vacation. Sweetheart, go on vacation. Go shopping. Go do this. When have you planned it? Have you ever planned and say, you see, this guy that is walking. Let me plan a getaway for him. Let me plan a getaway for the guy. He says, sweetheart, leave the work alone. Just go. Go for 3 days. Go for 3 days. And then come back. Okay? Some of you guys will say, I plan vacation. But you are one of the people going. Which vacation are you planning for your husband when you are one of the people going? Let him go and enjoy himself too. How many of you have taken time to buy your husband a car? And say, you know what? If this is your birthday, you have been a loving husband for almost about 30 years. Thank you, my sweetheart. This is a car key. That's the same way a man feels. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. All right? They want to be pampered. They want to feel loved also. So if you want marriage to be good, if you want marriage to be better and be the way it's supposed to be, you as a woman, as the man is concentrating on you, you must concentrate on the man too. Know what he loves to do. Know how he loves to do things. Take your time and say, let me just give him a kind of a treat. Let me give him a treat. I don't have money for vacation yet. I don't have a husband to plan vacation for him. Pastor, I want to send a message, but there is no contact number, sir. Which message are you sending? This is your DP is scary to me. Oh. Don't send anything to me. Oh. All right? No problem. If you want to send a message to me, you can send a message to me through my telephone. You know, these are the things. Pastor Kike, of course. Aren't you praying that your husband will buy a car for you? You're praying that your you're coming out from the motor. Let him give me a car. You know what I'm saying? You're praying for that. So also you yourself must think about good things for your husband also. All right? He doesn't cry in front of you doesn't mean he's actually a Mr. Macho. Because he doesn't cry doesn't mean that he's super strong. No, it's not. He's a human being with flesh and blood like yourself. So you take time to make love to him. The moment a woman, if you as a woman, the moment you start demanding for sex, you will see the atmosphere will be totally different. The atmosphere will be totally different. All right? The moment you as a woman, you are actually willing to spice your relationship up and say, you know what? He's demanding, I'm demanding. He's demanding, I'm demanding. We both make each other special by saying, I need you. You see, when we come and say we want to have sexual relationship with you, it's more like I need you. That's what saying is I need you. I need you in my life. I want to touch you. I want to hold you. All right? That's what it means. So when you allow the man alone to be saying I need you, it's sometimes time that eventually the man may not want to ask again. I say, you know what? I've been the only one asking. I don't know, probably she doesn't need me. Maybe she doesn't want me, because if I leave her alone for the next 20 years, she herself won't even bother. And like one woman was saying that I prefer my husband not asking for sex, and they're just going to be fine. Just going to be fine. All right? No, it's not going to be fine. It's not. And you're opening the door for the man to go outside, because let me tell you something. Side chick don't wait for the man to demand for sex. Side chicks will never wait for him to demand for sex. No. Side chick will not wait. By the time you go through the door, all right, you will see what the side chick is wearing. Side chick is wearing something promoting it. All right? When he finishes feeding you, he's sitting next to you and rubbing your head. You understand? So some of you will say, it is because the side chick don't have job. Who told you that? Come and see side chick that is actually the CEO of a company. Side chick who is IT specialist. Side chick that is a registered nurse. There are so many over there, they have time for their job and they have time for the man. And before you get to know it, they'll take your husband away from you. It is time to do hard work. Marriage must be good. 2022, these are things you must do. These are the things you must do. You must be intentional about these things. That you as a woman must change how you deal with your husbands. You must change it. You as a woman, you must pamper your husband. You must give him a treat. All right? It's very important. That's what will bring you to where you're supposed to go to. All right? That's what will bring you there. All right? I'll bring you there. And then take your time to cook for him. You know, sometimes once in a while, you know, just give him a surprise. You know, the kind of food that you know he loves so much, just cook it and give it to him, let him eat it. Just serve him. Make him feel special. All right? And so also as he is doing the same thing to you. Doing the same thing to you. Same thing to you. For those ones who don't have a husband or a wife, learn from this. Learn from this. All right? I got to go now. I have some counseling sessions to do. I got to go. So, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. And like I said, please, if I put out my number or you get my number, don't come to my number to either beg for money. I will not respond. I will not respond. I'm sorry. I will not respond. And I'm really sorry. It's not like I don't like to help people. All right. I love to help people. But these days, the fake people, they've already destroyed the good ones. I'm really sorry. On this network, if you have been a part of this network before, we have given millions out to people. We have helped a lot of people. And we're not going to stop doing it. But please, don't message me for help, because I will not. And then if you need my help maritally, I want you to remember that I'm a professional counselor. I charge for what I do. And marriage counseling sessions, I charge for them. Don't call me and say, Pastor. When you call me for marriage counseling, don't call me Pastor Shola. My name is Dr. Shola. When you see me in my church, call me Pastor Shola there. You know, Pastor Shola over there in church. Right? When you see me in church, say, Pastor Shola. I say, how are you? Welcome to church. When you see me in my house, you see Dr. Shola. When you see me on the line, you see Dr. Shola. You know, I'm here, I'm making my money. I'm making my money. You know, That's what I'm doing to feed my family. To feed my family. So if you want me to become a beggar, that's when you be thinking Pastor Shola is supposed to do it for free. You want me to be a beggar, and I don't want to be a beggar. I am not a tithe. I'm not a tithe and offering pastor. I don't collect your tithe and don't collect your offering. Okay, I slap Rema into your head. I'll be helping you guys slapping Rema into your head. You know, so that's the stuff. So when you see me here, don't call me Pastor Shola because now you say, but you can't say the pastor. I am not a pastor. Sorry. When you see me in my church, I'm a pastor there. When you see me online, I am not your pastor. I am not. I am not your pastor. I am not. When you finish the stuff, Madam Flawless, you go to my page, you're going to see my number there. My number is on my page. All right. I am not your pastor. I am not. So when you call me, Pastor Jola, I am looking for a husband. And I say, okay, come and pay. Say, but you call yourself a pastor now? Yes, I am not your pastor. I changed my name. I become a pastor when I go to church. Sorry, though. Sorry. I become a pastor when I go to church. I'm not a pastor online. Sorry. I'm a businessman. Anytime I pardon what? Anytime I don't know Kutonu. I don't know Kutonu. When they have money, they will not say, Pastor Shola, take. Lie. It is when they are now broke. They not say, Pastor Shola, I need your help. Can I talk to you? Where's your number? When you are eating turkey, when you are eating chicken, you don't remember as a Pastor Shola's ministry. Let us sow something there. Let's also a seed there and stop. Some people, they sow seed. They now say, Pastor Shola, please, thank you very much for this. What you're doing, God bless you. And those ones, you don't know that we know them. We know their faces. We know their names. So when they now come and say, Pastor Shola, I have a problem, we run. You don't know. So when they say, come and pay tithe in your churches, you see, hey, you know that the tithe is right, it's not my people. Tithe is wrong. And then you now enter into trouble. Then they now start looking for money. Let's go to church. The church will now say, we are not running a charitable organization. Then you be angry. You are not supposed to be angry. You're angry for where? You didn't sow here. Where you did not sow, you can't read there. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Be civilized for 1 minute. Be civilized for 1 minute. Stop fooling yourself. Because somebody call himself pastor doesn't mean he will have to come and kill himself for you. No. He's got his own life. If I fail as a family man, I'm a failure. If I fail as a husband, I'm a failure. If I fail over my children, I'm a failure. You know what I'm saying? I got to pass. So I make money. Forget about me being pastor. Oh, don't call me. I'm saying Pastor Shola, but you call yourself a pastor. You're supposed to help now. Sorry. You didn't come to my church. The pastor where you're going to, where you go to sing and paying your tithe to, that's the place you go for help. Go there for help. That's why you're paying your tithe there. Go there for help. Don't come here. This place is for the people that are actually, the people that are sowing here. Those people that are sowing there. The other day, we gave one person 1.2 million naira. 1.2 million naira. And everybody was like, come and help me too. Come and help me too. And I said, no. I said, you see the woman that we gave 1.2 million to? That woman, every time there is a kind of a need on my page, whenever we want to help other people, she always donates. Every time she would donate. Every time we say, want to donate the money for someone that just had a baby, she would be one of those that would donate. One of those that I was noting her face. And one day they duped her. And she was about to kill herself because everybody that she owed money, they were coming to her and stuff like that. And she reached out to me. I didn't hesitate. I called the committee. I said, you know what? We got to help this woman. The money she gave to us is not even up to 1.2 million. But this time around, we said, you know what? We got to save this woman. And that was what we did. But you are smart. You don't want to do nothing. Nothing. No kobo. Your kobo cannot come into anybody's hand. And now you are broke and you are in trouble. Now you now wanted help. Sorry. Go job. You know, go job. Go job. Go job. Go job. So forget about it. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. There is no obo in the dory. You see, when you become a part of an organization, when they are requesting for help, you be part of that help. When they are looking for donation, be part of the people that donate. You don't have to donate $1 million. You don't have to donate $10,000. You donate the little you have, $2, $3, you donate. You contribute there and you give it. And they're looking at you to be a supporter. This person is supporting the work of God. This person is supporting the work of God. But you always finish your own money. When the money is in your hand, you didn't give it to nobody. You're busy chopping sugar. And now you now need help. You're now coming, you call yourself a pastor. Sorry. Ojo. Me, I'm a straight shooter. Me, I know they do like this. I'm a straight shooter. Guys, thank you very much for coming on the show with me. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a beautiful day. I will definitely be double streaming right now from now. I enjoyed the company of my Facebook fans and my YouTube fans today. Thank you guys, everybody. And I'll see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God. Keep it gospel.